Alright, so this is my 2005 Acura TL, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I installed these '07 and '08 side mirrors with the turn signal, and how I installed the fog lights from a Honda Accord, and it came out pretty good in my opinion. But so for the driver's side, it is not plug and play like the '06 model, so you're gonna have to tap in to a pink wire with a black stripe that's gonna be connected to the connector to the socket, and you're gonna have to cut that and tap it into just a wire, and that's what this is connected to. After you've done that, you want to run it into the cabin. So I would have ran it through here, but it was very difficult and I could not find a way how to do it. So if you can, more props to you. But after you run it through there, you're gonna have to take off all this plastic right here, and you have to try to grab the wire. There's gonna be a hole, and you have to grab the wire through that hole. And then after you grab that, there's gonna be another hole deeper in there. There's gonna be a rubber hole which leads to the front of the car, and you're gonna receive the wire through here. It's gonna be in here, and you run that wire, you run it through here. I like running mine down the side, and you run it through there, and you take it down here. You're gonna have to take off your bumper, and you take off the bumper, and you should see the wire, and you're gonna have to unplug your turn signal light or your bulb. And once you do that, the bulb should have 3 wires connected to it: a black wire, a red wire with a black stripe, and a red wire with a blue stripe. I think you're gonna have to connect it to the red wire with the blue stripe, and just tap it into that. Yeah, after you tap it into that, they should be working. You don't have to ground off the mirror because it's already grounded from the inside. So it's just one wire that you're tapping into here and running all through here, just one. And after that, after you do one side, the next side should be pretty easy wiring wise. So just turn on your hazards just to test them out after you've done one side, and they should be working. And if they don't work, just make sure you got the pink wire with the black stripe. And if I got the wrong wire, if I said the wrong wire, then if it's not the red wire with the blue stripe, then just connect it to the other red wire. The black wire you're leaving alone, you're not touching that at all. So that's it for that side. And then for the other side, same thing on this side. You're just gonna want to do the tap into the pink wire with the black stripe. And what I did is I got a screwdriver and I literally made a hole. If you can make it look neater, by all means. But I got a screwdriver and I made a hole, and I ran the wire through that, and you should receive the wire. Right here, you're gonna have to take off your fender well. There's about 4 screws right there, and like 2 or 3 clips here, and the screw here for your bumper. But you take that off, and you should see the wire here. The foam is visible right here, and you take that and you run it here, and you're gonna have to take off the bulb. You can reach through under here, or you can reach through there, but I don't recommend that unless you have really skinny arms, because my friend got stuck. And so I don't know why, but this side was very hard to twist off the bulb, so I ended up having to unplug it, which made it a little bit harder, but not too much. The only reason it made it harder was because it was harder to test, because I would have to plug it back in, and if I tapped it into the wrong wire, I have to take it back out, tap it into the next wire. So fortunately I got it first try, but You unplug it. There should be the same color wires in same amount, 3 wires, one black, one red with a black stripe, and another one was white for some reason on this side. So just plug it into the white wire, and yeah, just tap it in, plug it back in, and just test it out, and you should be good. It's literally one wire to make them work. These are working. It was just one wire. Alright, so I forgot to mention in the video how to take off the actual door for anyone that doesn't know. There's a little tab right here, or not a tab, but just a cover. You're gonna have to take that off with a with either a knife or a flathead, and there's gonna be 2 screws there. One screw under where your window controls are, and another screw right there on the, it's like a little screw right there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's the only screw there. And for that screw, maybe it just, if you try to twist it off, maybe it'll just keep spinning and spinning. If that's the case, you're gonna have to want to grab some pliers and move the plastic. It's gonna feel like you're gonna break it, but just trust me, obviously just don't yank it too hard. And you're gonna have to grab the plastic, bend it a little bit, or just pull it away, and stick the pliers through there and grab the little grab the screw, and then you should be able to twist it off. You're gonna have to grab it pretty tight just so it doesn't keep spinning, and then you should be able to twist it off. And once that's off, there's just clips going around. So I like pulling it from this side first. So I just pull. You should hear them all come off, and then once that's done, you should be able to just lift the door. Just be careful with the little lock thing, and lift it above that, and you should be done. The door should be off. You can either place it somewhere here, or you can disconnect the wires and just move it off to the side. And there's gonna be, I think, around 3 screws holding in the side mirrors, and you're gonna want to take those off, and you should be able to just pull out the other mirrors, obviously disconnect it. And for the 07 and 08 ones, if you're putting those on, you are gonna have to make the holes which the bolts go through, you're gonna have to make them bigger, because the bolts on the 07 and 08 models are bigger, so you're gonna have to make them bigger. So if they don't fit, don't worry, that's what's supposed to happen. And if they do fit, well, good for you. So you just do that, you plug it in, and that's it. Then you just start wiring them up with the turn signal wiring that I was talking about earlier. And that's it. And as for the fog lights, that was a little bit more tedious. So I can't take off my bumper right now, but pretty much you're just gonna buy these. These are from Accord. Not sure which one. I would leave it in the description. So if you want those exact ones, you can just find them in the description. Look pretty nice in my opinion. So you're going to, behind this, there's going to be plastic. There's going to be like a plastic housing, and you take this off, and you have to cut the little grill. You're gonna have to cut it to fit that, just to make it visible. And you cut the back plastic too. Just retrofit it. Just make sure it fits in there. And pretty much there's plastic behind this, and I pretty much just screwed in some screws just to hold it in place. It doesn't move. Neither did this side. Side doesn't move. I could have cut probably a little bit more off here, but it's been fine so far. So it's better to cut less than to cut more. So that's how it is. And then connected to these specific ones, I don't know if it's different for different fog lights, but it shouldn't be. You get a inline fuse and an inline relay. So there's going to be two wires that you connect to the battery. This is where I was confused. There's going to be 2 wires you connect to the battery and 1 you get grounded off. One of the wires is for the button. So one of the wires is for the button to have power. So that light shines. And the other one is for the actual lights to have power. And you pretty much just find any ground. There should be like a screw or something. You just ground it off there. And the fuse box, I just got pretty much just same thing. Just secure it with a zip tie, or secure it with a bolt. Anything you want, just secure it there. I recommend taping it off with electrical tape just so it doesn't get wet and ruin your hard work, because it's a pain. And yeah, so after you do that, you should have some more wire. The wire wasn't long enough to reach inside the cabin, so I had to buy more wire. I had just some spare wire. Tap it in, and that's everything that's in here. Let me try to open this. I don't even know how many wires I have. I have 3 wires, and that's for both. And then you run those, and you're gonna receive them on the same spot that you ran the side mirror wire to. So there's gonna be the little rubber hole. You're gonna receive them. This is all gonna have to come off. There's clips, and right here, if you have the 05, you're gonna have to take off the plastic it has right here. Huh? All right, sorry about that. My dad just got home. So forgot what I was saying. I think I was you're gonna have to receive the wire from that same rubber that you got from there. This plastic is gonna be off, and then if you haven't, oh, it's blurry. If you haven't done anything to your car, any modifications to here, there should be just a blank square or blank rectangle right here. You're gonna just pry that off. It comes off. It's like a little clip, and that's where you're gonna put the button. And you insert the button through here, and then on the back you just plug it in. And I'm pretty sure that's about it. You can do all the wiring, like organizing right there, and your wires should turn on like this. Press it, and they should turn on just like that. You're gonna have to make some adjustments to like where they face. There's gonna be a screw that you can tighten and loosen just to make it go up and down. I'll put mine more down than up, so they reach more to the sides. They reach quite a bit forward, mostly to the sides though. And yeah, that's about it.